Hey everybody, Pat Armstrong here with another edition of Increase, the lifestyle vlog for men and the women who love them. You know, I'm sitting here on my deck, one of my favorite places to be, on the back deck here at our house in West Georgia. And I love it being out here. I spend a lot of time out here, whether I'm reading or just relaxing. And so today I just thought I would shoot the video from out here on the back deck. But just want to remind you that Increase is the place where we like to focus on being a well-rounded individual by growing mentally, physically, spiritually, and socially. With that in mind, today we want to focus on growing mentally. And mental growth encompasses so much of our lives because it is truthfully the segue into the other areas of our life that we try to grow. As I've mentioned before, there are so many different ways that we can gain knowledge, but one of the easiest, and I think one of the best, is actually reading. And whether it be books, publications, web pages, or whatever, there are so many sources from which we can gain knowledge. One of the things about filming outside as well is you get all the noises and interruptions that come with being outside. So just bear with me as we go through this video today. But one of the resources that I recently gained knowledge from was the newspaper that's put out by AARP. Now I know there is somewhat of a stigma about AARP, especially among the folks approaching the age of 50. But I have found this resource to be a helpful tool for folks of all ages, especially when it comes to our topic today, your money, and more specifically, auto insurance. Now, this topic was featured in the November 2018 edition of the AARP Bulletin, but it's really important to me as I have a daughter about to turn 21 who is still on our auto insurance, and it's time to renew, so I figured I would just take this opportunity to talk about this topic, since it's something I'm personally going through right now myself. You know, a lot of people think that gasoline is their top driving expense. And I know right now we're all very happy with the gas prices, but the only problem is, thanks to this coronavirus, we can't go anywhere. But based on current averages, Americans spend more on auto insurance in a year than on gasoline. Now, we can't influence gas prices, but we sure can affect our insurance rates. Insurance companies use a mountain of data, or data, whichever word you prefer, but they use a mountain of data to determine a rate that reflects the risk we all pose. And today, we're going to look at 15 factors which drive up the cost of driving. So, factor number one is local weather. Your zip code affects your auto insurance rates in lots of ways. For example, snow, ice, storms, and other local weather traits affect accidents and claim rates in your region. Number two, theft and vandalism. Insurers also use data on the amount of car-related crime that occurs in your zip code to help establish the rate they charge you. Number three, professional cost. Another zip code effect. Medical and litigation costs are higher in certain regions, and car repair costs can also vary by region. Number four, and this one's not a surprise, but your driving record. Your history of claims, car accidents, and moving violations play a big part in determining your insurance rate. In most cases, rates return to normal after 3 to 5 years. A DUI is the exception. It can increase your rates for up to 10 years. And number five, another one that we're very familiar with, is age. Yes, people 16 to 24 have the most crashes, but insurance companies have the crash statistics on their side to allow higher premiums for older drivers. Rates often spike once people hit 70. Number six is gender. Women tend to get into fewer car crashes than men, especially as drivers reach their 60s. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety also notes that men usually drive more miles than women and participate in riskier behaviors. There are 6 states, including Hawaii, Massachusetts, Michigan, Montana, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania, that don't allow insurers to base rates on gender. So number 7 is your occupation. Some states allow car insurance discounts for certain occupations like first responders, educators, medical professionals, and those in the military. Number 8, your education. Some states allow insurers to offer discounts to people who are more highly educated. Statistics show those with higher levels of education are less likely to make claims. Number 9, liability insurance. Liability insurance shouldn't vary much based on your car. After all, it doesn't matter if the damage you cause to someone else's property is by a cheap or expensive car. But if you're driving a vehicle that's capable of doing lots of damage in an accident, you'll pay a higher rate. Number 10, annual mileage. Forget the argument that driving more miles makes you a better driver. Statistics show that those who drive lots of miles are more likely to have accidents. Number 11, your car choice. It's not just the car's cost or value. Rates are also tied to the level of claims and accidents for different models. And rates don't drop equally as cars age. Some vehicles get stolen more often as they get older, and car parts can be harder to get over time. Number 12, car color. The color of your vehicle won't affect your insurance rates. It's a myth that red cars cost more to insure. Number 13, credit history. Statistics show that those with a low credit score tend to be more likely to make insurance claims and so might pay higher rates. The state of Massachusetts, California, and Hawaii forbid insurers to use credit history in setting rate. Number 14, marital status. Calculations show married folks are less active and safer than single drivers, which could lead to lower rates. Massachusetts and Hawaii don't allow insurers to base rates on marital status. And last but not least, number 15, home ownership. Many car insurance companies offer discounts to homeowners. Statistics from insurers seem to show that they too are less likely to make claims. So there you have it. 15 things to make you smarter when it comes to your money and when it comes time to renew your auto insurance. And so sometimes we want to throw some practical things at you here at Increase as well. And so if you like this video and you found it informative, please drop me a like down below by leaving a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you ring the bell so you'll get the next video as soon as it's available. And please feel free to leave any comments down below. Maybe you've got something that I left out here. Maybe you're somebody in the insurance industry that you can add something to it. And but please, no matter what, questions, whatever, leave comments down below. And finally, don't be afraid to pick up a book or a magazine, no matter what age you are. Reading expands the mind, and you never know, you might just learn something.